Hey, what's up guys, Mashine here, come back with another video for you guys. Today we're going to be talking about the Operation Wildfire case, a case that's over 5 years old and really has not seen a ton of growth over that lifetime. It started to move in the past year though. But before we hop on into it, only a small percentage of you guys who watch the videos are actually subscribed. Discord is going to be the top link in the description. Let's hop on into it. Like I said before, the Operation Wildfire case is over 5 years old, and it came out roughly the same time as the Gamma cases and the Glove cases, just slightly before those, and it's got a lot of potential moving forward, but it all rests on that Bowie knife. First up here though, we're going to be talking about the Bowie knife. Now the Bowie knife is pretty much the meat of this case. It's got pretty much almost all it has to offer, and it's not the most popular knife. I mean, looking at all the vanilla knives out there, it comes in as the 5th cheapest, only falling slightly ahead of the Shadow Daggers, Falchion knife, Gut knife, and Navajo knife. And it's just barely beaten out the Shadow Daggers and Falchion knife. All three of those could roughly be put in the same price range. From all the prices and just looking at it overall, you can tell why the Bowie knife was never a knife that would return in later cases. It's not one that's very popular at all, judging by just how cheap this case is with some of the other promising things we'll talk about later. I mean, you can pick up a Bowie knife fade for just over $400, which is less than a fourth of what a butterfly fade will cost you. The Bowie knife has been on the up and up lately though. If we look at our lifetime graph here of the Bowie knife fade, we can see that it started off at the market cap of $400 back in 2016, but then completely crashed and very soon after was already down to $160-ish. It proceeded to just stay roughly around that price range until it started slowly creeping up, and now we get to the price it's at today of about $400, roughly where it started at. Looking at this graph, I think that's very promising for the Bowie knife, showing that it has been increasing in the past couple year or two, and I think that's something that people should definitely look out for, is that the knife does have the potential to increase. It's not just going to stay at the super low price. Now the case itself has not had an easy route. After Operation Wildfire ended, it was pushed into the common drop pool or the prime drop pool, and it remained at 3 cents for such a long time. It would remain at that 3 cents until roughly 2 years ago in April, when it started to push up to 4 or 5 cents. Now this was big for the case, but it was pretty short-lived, and soon the case ended up at around the 10-cent mark, but it was really pushed up by the case investing and just Csgo investing hype of July 2020, where the case reached almost 25 cents, but that once again was short-lived and it would fall back down to that 10-15 cent mark for a while. That then leads us into today, where we had our case investing hype about a month ago, and it would push it up to a price of 40 cents, and once again it would fall back down. This time keeping a pretty hefty price though. It only went from about 38 cents and now it's right around 36 cents, so it has not taken too long to recover this time. And that's where my main interest sparked with this, that the case was able to recover so quickly after having such a long and hard battle to get up to this price. I don't know if it still is going to keep on increasing or going to drop down, because there is a lot going on in this case and it's actually got some pretty nice potential when you look at the skins. Like I mentioned before, the Bowie knife is something that's kind of holding this case back, and the blues and purples pretty much run right into that range. They are nothing special, nothing that you would even really look at for this case. The 3 pinks are not terrible. You have the Nova Hyper Beast and the Op Elite build. Both of those hold a relatively decent price point of $7, which isn't terrible for a case like this. But you have your Csgo Kamucho Dragon, which comes in at just around $15, and that's going to be the main pink that's starring in this case. The main reason that the Nova Hyper Beast and the Op Elite build are sitting at around $7 is because of their trade-up potential. Now the main big star of this case is going to be coming in the coverts, and that's the AK-47 fuel injector. The fuel injector is one of the most popular AK-47 skins, and it looks extremely nice. In this case, it's going to run you $105 for a field tested one. To put that into perspective, that's almost as much as the knives cost in this case. The Bowie knife Scorched comes in at $109. I mean, it's pretty much the exact same price point. But where this case really falls short is with its other covert skin, the M4A4 Battlestar. It's very unfortunate that this is the other covert because this case would have so much potential if it was like an op neo-noir or something that's even decent, but the M4A4 Battlestar is absolutely terrible, coming in at less than $8 for a field tested one. That's the same price as the pinks. For me, looking at this case for investment potential, the only thing I see here that's extremely promising is that AK fuel injector. I see the Bowie knife as definitely a good thing because it's on the rise, and the AK-40 fuel injector, as you can see on your screen now, has followed that pretty much same exact trend. It's been going up pretty quickly. It's over $100 now, and it was down to almost $20, $30 a while ago. Looking at this case for me, I see a lot of good things that have a lot of potential moving forward, but at the same time, it's got a lot of limiting factors. I mean, you don't want to get stuck in a position where the blues and the purples are the make or break of the case, and this case definitely fails on those. It fails on its second covert, the M4A4 Battlestar. And the AK-47 fuel injector is really the only high point of this case in my opinion. I just don't think there's a ton to work with for this case. There's just a lot of down points. But at the same time, I feel like this case does have a future in CSGO. I definitely think it has a lot of potential if that Bowie knife could keep on increasing, if that AK fuel injector will keep on increasing. For this case, I think you should definitely be looking out for it. I mean, the AK-47 fuel injector in field tested a month ago was going for $83. Now it's up to $105, and there's buy orders to buy at $100 and slightly below. I think this is something that definitely should be on your radar if you are an investor. But overall, guys, that's pretty much all I have for today. I hope you have enjoyed. I think the wildfire case definitely holds some potential in your portfolio, but that is all I have for today, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have all enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day.